Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Deep Ball Podcast with Keenan Curran and Samuel Akim. We are joined by a very, very special guest. We got Dylan Cook, former teammate of mine, played at the University of Montana. He's now with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I almost said Philly. He's with the Pittsburgh Steelers playing left tackle. How you doing, my boy?
I'm good, bro. It's good to see you guys.
Yeah, nice to see you, bro.
Good to see you too, bro. Season just finished. How have things been going, bro? Like, what have you been up to? Where's your focus shift to in the off season? Where you at?
Really just been resting. Comes to a screeching halt in the NFL. Like there's exit meetings the next day, and then pretty much free to go. Especially with like Coach T just resigned, so we didn't even really have exit meetings. Like the whole coaching staff got cleaned out, so we had like a team meeting where he told us, and see ya. It's crazy.
Low key too, and like this would have been like a big exit meeting for you because, like, you know, this is your first season playing. You got a ton of playing time. You started, and you were looking to see, like, yo, what do you got for me?
I'm saying I was excited going into it. I'm like, damn, I can't wait to sit down with, like, it's gonna be a long meeting. Like usually they're like 15-minute slots. I'm gonna need at least 30. Like I want to talk to him, pick his brain. And out of here. It was crazy.
Dang. Well, I guess that kind of leads us into our next question. We kind of have some breaking news here. Obviously, you probably have heard or were communicated to previously. The Steelers have just hired Mike McCarthy as their new head coach. Do you know Mike McCarthy, and like kind of how do you feel about all this right now?
I do not know Mike McCarthy. It sucks from the comments that I've seen. People aren't too pleased with it, but I mean, he's been around, so you know I have full confidence in him. You know, we'll see how OTAs and all that goes, and you know, I just got to do my part. That's all I know.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. And I think as you're reflecting and watching the film, it's like you are a bright spot, right? Like you're a young left tackle that performed well. You know, there should be some good conversations there, but obviously that's for a later time. The NFL is you do your own thing in the offseason, then you come back together in OTAs and just go perform.
For sure.
So along those lines, you know, you got on the field for the first time this year, you know, after in your fourth season in the NFL. What did that feel like, bro? Like, I'm interested to hear what it was like. What's it like being out in the field for real? Like, what was it like, bro? Tell us.
Bro, first snap was crazy. So, like, it was like third down. Andrews Pete had just gone down, and I'm like down further on more so the defensive side of the sideline with our head O-line coach. And then we have our assistant O-line coach and our nipple rubber O-lineman down like by the ball. So like Pete goes down and I just see both them like peek down the sideline like this at me. And I was like, let's go. Strap up. Injury timeout though, so we had like 2 minutes. So I went, you know, got a couple reps on the sideline, called Nick Herbig over, got a couple reps against him. And we go out there and he like changed the play like mid as he was talking. Like Arthur Smith had like microphone down. Hey, scratch that. Change it to where I got a chip. I was like, oh, bet, thank God. Like 3rd and 7
First
or whatever.
rep, thank God.
Nice, thank God. Appreciate you, Art. And I was actually out there in my stance, and my back leg was twerking. Like it wouldn't stop shaking, bro. And I was like, my breathing was under control. I was in the huddle, like deep breaths. And it was just shaking, bro. And you can't really see it on film. You kind of can if you look close. But you see, I think it was Mike Green, number 45 for the Ravens. He, like, points over at Troy to the right tackle and he's like, false start. And then he looks back at me and he points right at my leg. I was like, bro, shut up. And they snapped the ball. It was like a bogus pressure. So they snapped the ball. He dropped out and all that. So easy first play. But after that, you know,
man.
I was settled in after that, but I'll never forget that. Like, my leg just would not stop shaking. It was crazy.
I'm sure those nerves are, like, freaking crazy, bro. Like, obviously, you're a little older now, 27, 28 years old, similar to me. But, like, you've been in the league for a little bit, but you still haven't been able to get out there. So, like, I mean, that's just a huge, huge moment. A division rival, too. So, just
division
everything
game,
is just...
On the road, that place was rocking, too. Loud as heck. So,
yeah,
it was fun. It's a lot different, like,
nice.
In the NFL because everything's silent. Like, you really play with your eyes more than your ears. Like, we don't have to listen for a clap or anything, so that makes it super easy. You just kind of peek the center's head and down, up, go. So, kind of nice.
Nice, man. Well, congrats on that, man. I know that must have been a super, super gratifying feeling. Like,
Yeah.
you worked your whole life with this dream, and to realize it, most people don't realize their dream. And so you did. So, man, hats off to you. Kind of wanted to say, like, obviously you had your first game. There's a little bittersweet, right? Andrews goes down, you come in, but like after the game, you get a Baldy review. Like, what were your feelings like after that, right? I was watching the Baldy review. I'm like, yeah, like this is awesome. But just kind of take us through what your thought process was after that first game.
It's pretty easy to move on, especially after a win. Later in the year, you get what we call Victory Mondays, and sometimes you get the whole day off. I don't think we did that week actually, but we played Monday night the following week. So I think we were in the next day, and then we had like the next 2 days off. So Monday Night Football, pretty quick, pretty easy to move on from something like that when you're playing primetime ball the next week. So it's pretty quick turnaround week to week. Just hit the film. Didn't really let myself feed into it too much. I think that was important. I didn't sit there and just say, damn, like, what'd I just do? Like,
nice.
I was like, no, I just kept it pushing. And it helped, too, because the next 2 weeks we had, at Detroit and then at Cleveland. So there's nothing, can't really sit down and enjoy what I just did when, two of the best pass rushers in the league are in the future.
Aiden Hutchinson, Myles Garrett, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Buckle up.
Hey, so let's talk about that though, because Myles Garrett was chasing a record this year. He didn't get it against you guys. First off, talk about you guys' mindset going into that game with Myles Garrett, trying to potentially get a record, but then also talk about, what it was like going against. That's a freaking defensive player of the year, man. Like, he is a freak of freaks, dude. Like, he is ridiculous. Talk about what it was like going against that guy.
We really were focused, like, they have the best unit, offense or defense. Their defense is the best unit in the AFC North. So like, we knew it'd be a challenge. He definitely is the lead dog on that D line, but they're all pretty decent.
They're nice.
We just wanted to initially run the rock, and because it was rainy, it was a cold game, so we really just wanted to ground and pound. And then Shador happened, man. He came out on that first drive and was surgical. Like, he just exactly. He ran out the tunnel and like out the smoke and like did this, and I'm like, bro, stop. Like, here we go. Place went crazy too. They loved it. Dog Pound loved it. But yeah, they won the coin toss, chose to receive, and did exactly what they planned to do. So that set us behind early. I think we ran it twice. Our first 2 plays were runs. First one was a fumble, and second one was a loss of 3. So buckle up. 3rd and 13. Here we go. And Aaron does such a good job of, leading the offense and getting the ball out quick and knowing assignments. But, again, their defense is just so good. Like, their secondary and their linebackers are just so good that we just couldn't, we couldn't really get moving early, and that really set us back.
Yeah.
And then Shador went down again. I think they got a field goal. So, end of the first quarter, it's 10-0. And that ground and pound mindset kind of goes out the window. It's kind of tough.
Yeah. Shit, Dad. Then they're just rushing the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. He's lined up on the numbers. I'm like, bro. It was funny. We had a moment. The left guard was like, come on, bro. Like, force him inside. Let me help you. Like, bro, I can't. I don't know how you want me to. I'm going to have to just turn and run if I want to force him inside. Like, he's lined up so wide. I can't.
Was he rushing for a wide 9 the whole game?
Wide 13. He was out there. It was more so in the second half, but if we would be on the left hash, he's literally on the numbers. Like, he's so wide. He's outside our slot receiver. And our slot receiver's just running around. I'm just like trying to set. I'm like, bro, come on. Like, if Aaron held the ball at all, like, he's getting there. Just, it's geometry. Like, he's getting there eventually. And he's like, force him inside, bro. Force him inside. I'm like, I can't, man. I don't know what you want me to do.
Dog, I'm trying.
Yeah. It's crazy how schematics like work like that. Like, he's thinking, hey, let's get so wide that we have to isolate him, knowing some of the things that go in, right? You're young in your experience in the NFL, and they want to try to expose that.
Yeah.
But you talked about Aaron Rodgers. Like, obviously, he's, in my opinion, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play. And a lot is made about his relationships with guys on the team. But, like, were there any, like, times where he came to you as a young old lineman and maybe gave you a pep talk, or like what's Was there any relationship there? That's something that we're definitely interested in.
Yeah, I feel like when I was first starting, like before Miami, everyone I interacted with, coach or Aaron, was like super confident in me. There's a lot of trust, and obviously, I like to look at it as they were just trying to make sure I was confident, which is fine either
Yeah,
way.
right.
But like Arthur Smith, me and him talked about it, and a lot of it was just I'm so excited for you. Like we're gonna help you out. Like we're not just gonna make you go out there and fight for your life, but just go out there and ball. Like at the end of the day, that's what they all were saying, and
Yeah.
really helped me relax going into the moment. Aaron's just so cool and calm. Like he didn't even bring it up. Like he didn't even bring up that I hadn't played yet very much. Like he's just like, let's go,
Man.
dude. Let's ride.
He knows because
Right.
he doesn't want to put your mind there. He wants to just you be
Exactly.
confident in doing what you're doing. Don't even bring up the fact that he's young.
Yeah.
Then he might not even be thinking about that. And then him
Yeah.
saying that, the leader of the quarterback saying that, is then gonna make you think about it. Oh, this is my first
Exactly.
start. I am young.
Yeah.
That's
It
awesome.
was a good warm up though. I hate to put it that way because he's a heck of a player, but like
You're right.
Bradley Chubb and like Miami's defense is they're still pretty young. He's kind of their lead
Yeah.
dog. Once they lost Christian Wilkins, the interior was young, and I think they had one or two rookies that were playing like a lot. So the thing they did though, and a lot of teams caught on to, is they do a lot of TTs, a lot of interior stunts to force that one-on-one aspect. But
Yeah.
again, getting my feet under me under a vet like Bradley Chubb was good for the future going forward.
Yeah. I mean, you think about the thing I think about is like, you just think about how much money that guy is making compared to what you're making. It's like, man, hey.
Yeah. It's so funny. We got on the plane to Detroit and I was like back. Like I'm way, like not way in the back, but like I'm back there with like the P squad elevations and all that, bro. And one of our rookies like, damn, our starting left tackle's back here with us. That's crazy. I'm like, hey man, I'm not arguing. I'm just glad to be here. I'm just happy to be here.
Hey, and so talk about that mindset, because obviously you did end up being a starter at the end of the season, but like you still kind of have this mindset of just like, I'm just happy to be in the league. I'm just happy to still be here. Like, what does that feel like right now for you?
There's people that would kill to be on a practice squad, kill to just be in the building every day.
Talk about it.
Like, so for me to take any of it for granted would just be a disservice to the game, essentially.
Facts.
And I just I can't go about every day like that, just hating life. Like, there's no point.
Yeah.
Because there's people that do that. I had a buddy my first year in Pittsburgh, and it was like week 2. It was literally Wednesday of week 2, which was like our first day of the week. And he immediately was like, P squad guy, he's like, I'm so tired of this, bro. Like, I'm ready to just go home. I'm like, bro, it's week 2. Like, you better buckle up. Like, we got 16 more weeks of this. And I'm just thinking of all the people that I played with that would kill to be in that chair, that I met throughout the journey that would kill to be there, for people that take it for granted like that. And really put it in perspective for me that I just can't be that guy.
Man, facts. And you're probably thinking about the time, we talked about last time when you got waived with the Bucks, like when they let you go, you're like, man, I would rather be here on the practice squad than be there where I was a couple of years ago, asked 100%. Out looking for an opportunity, bro. Like
100%, man.
Man, what a blessing. Like that. Yeah. I think that approach is probably has some factor into leading to your success and just your mindset today. Like there's so many guys that don't appreciate where they're at. And I think that when you are approaching things with a sense of gratitude, it only gets better, right? And you just have the right approach when you're going into practice every day.
Yeah, because like if you think about it, even practice squad, I think this year practice squad minimum was $217 or something like that. Like that is more than anyone I know makes. You know what I'm saying? That's not a doctor or a lawyer or something. Like that's crazy money. And for practice squad, you're really only working 3 days a week, 3 practice days, and then Saturday is like a mock day, so you're home by noon. Sunday you're off completely. Monday all you do is work out. Tuesday you're off. Like 3 days of work for, I think it's like $217,000 a year in 6 months. It's crazy,
bro. Walking in there, week 2.
Yeah, people walking in. Damn, we got to work out again. I was the one in there. No, you get to work out. Like, I was being
Facts,
like,
man.
I was low key getting corny with it. I'm like, no, you get to work out. Like, you get to come do this stuff. Like,
But everybody needs a guy like that, bro.
yeah.
People are waking up going to work to make 70,000, to make 50,000. Teachers are going to school every day to make 50, 60,000.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many people who aren't even touching that money, man.
And there for 8 hours a day, we practice for 2 hours. Other than that, we're in the meeting room, or we're, you know, in the ice tubs, or we're in the training table. Like, outside of practice, we're really chilling, bro. Like, we're really just taking care of our bodies and learning. We're talking football all day. How can you beat
Facts.
that? How can
Hey,
you beat
Keenan,
that?
watch them drop the bag off on Dylan, and his whole mentality changes. He's like, man.
Nah. Hey, I hope they do though. I hope they do though.
I hope so,
But
too.
okay, so speaking about the like money side of things, and not to get too personal, right, in depth, but like take us through because obviously the money changes when you're active, right? You get a little bit more. So did you splurge a little bit when you got that active check, or were you like, nah, I'm gonna live my normal life?
Yeah, I mean, I might have ordered an appetizer that night, but nothing
But you've
crazy.
been active for the last 2 years, right? Though.
Yeah. So like
So
my
he's been
first
on the
year, I was
53.
active
He
all
just hasn't been
year.
dressing.
Last year, I was on IR for the first 10 weeks. So I mean, I've had those paychecks before. The real paycheck is that P Squad Elevation paycheck. So you get. So our checks are broken up over 36 weeks. So you really get one check, and it's like half a game technically. So you get 36 total. P Squad, you only get 17. So like that elevation check was both those game checks plus a week of P Squad. That was the juicy check. That was a crazy check. Yeah, once they put me on active, it breaks back down to like the half a game type check. It's weird. It's weird how that works out, but
yeah.
So you were talking about the game where you started, and obviously the player, would you say Anders, was it Anders Pete? You said went down.
Yep.
So talk about the week, because that was within a game, like that was the Ravens game. In the midst of that game, you had to go in and start to play. But the following week, the Miami Dolphins game, when you started from the jump, what was that conversation like the week of when they told you were going to be the starter? Like, what did that look like? And, you know, did they look at signing anybody? I mean, or what was that like?
There really wasn't. So I went in. So again, we played Sunday. We went in Monday. Tuesday was off, and then Wednesday was when they called me to come sign the contract. And I saw like our position coach, and all he said to me was, "Be prepared to start this week." I was like, "Okay, cool." And nothing else was said, bro, from a coach. From any
coaches.
Literally until like Saturday. That's when everyone starts coming up to me. Hey, we're excited to watch you ball. Excited to watch you do your thing. I'm like, okay, but whole week of practice, Andrews didn't practice once that week. So I'm talking to him. Wow. Hey, bro, you going this week? I don't know yet, man. That's how he talks. Bro. I don't know yet, bro. It gets to like Friday. I'm like, Pete, how we feeling, big dog? He's like, yeah, it ain't happening, bro. I'm out this week, bro. Like, all right, bet. So like I heard it from him first, really, and then we get to mock game on Sunday, and it was like set in stone. But I assume they had the assumption, like they kind of assumed that I knew somehow. That's how I like to think of it. But all I had heard from a coach was be prepared to start this week, and I was like, oh, cool.
Coach, can we have like a little 30-minute meeting? You sit me down,
like I'm saying,
game plan,
like talk to me here, help me out. But no, our game plans aren't really. I thought about that if I were in the starting position, how much more I would be in the O-line coach's room, just hearing what they got to say and all that. But really don't change much. They do a good job of covering all bases in our designated time slots, so I didn't really need too much extra.
Nice. Well, man, I want to talk about something. Kind of, I guess, not two-part question, but provide context for people. One of my buddies had sent me something on the first game that you played, and was like, Dylan is the first player to throw a pass in like college football to then start at left tackle, right? So obviously there was a change that you made in college, quarterback to left tackle, but now getting to the NFL, it's a lot more serious. You're going against better athletes. Is there any people any players that you study that help you develop your game at left tackle?
Yeah, there was a guy in Tampa. I think he was on year 7 or 8. His name was Josh Wells. He actually went to James Madison, so he's familiar with University of Montana. But he was, I want to say, a quarterback in high school and then a tight end in college. and then he was Tampa's swing tackle for 4 years. I think he was in Jacksonville before that, but it was funny because when I got to Tampa, the O-line coach is just like, watch Tristan here. Like, watch how Tristan moves his feet, blah, blah, blah. Tristan Wirfs is 6'5", 350, and he moves like a deer. Like, I'm like, coach, I'll never
Freaking
be
freak.
that guy. Like, I'll never be that guy. Like, I can't watch him. But then it was cool. Like, Donovan Smith was similar build, too. But Josh Wells was like 6'6", 320, 325-ish. So he's like, I could see myself being there, and I was probably 318 this year. So it's like I can watch Josh a lot more. Plus, him being a tight end, former quarterback, like he's really tuned into the technical side of O-line play. So that's another reason I could really watch him. He's not particularly overpowering people like Tristan. He's getting his feet and his hands placed and using his power angles, stuff like that. So I'd say him for sure.
That's
nice.
That'd be like somebody telling their D line to watch Myles Garrett. Like, watch him. Watch what he does.
Yeah,
like,
watch what he does right here. Coach,
Yeah,
be for real.
Yeah, I gotta have some self-awareness here.
Yeah,
I gotta have some self-awareness and know, hey, I can't look. You've been doing this for a long time.
That was the cool part about the Pittsburgh O-line coaches too, Pat Meyer and Isaac Williams. Like they understood none of us are the same. And they got to know us as players individually, and they'd be like, okay, well, when you do this, it works better for you. But it wouldn't be like, hey, watch Broderick Jones here. It'd be like, Dylan, watch yourself here, and then watch yourself in this play and tell me what was different, like stuff like that. So it's pretty individualized. It was cool.
That's good.
I'm going to miss those guys, man.
Oh, man, I'm sure.
I'm miss them
sure.
boys.
So what I wanted to ask you, the first time I spoke with you on Kim's Analysis, you talked about, not even Kim's Analysis, this is my YouTube channel, but the first time we spoke, you talked about, I asked you about your welcome to the NFL moment, and I fully understood that you hadn't really got any live action game time, but I wanted to see if there was going to be a moment. Now that you have played in multiple games, would you say you have a welcome to the NFL moment?
Yeah, 100%. At Detroit, man.
Oh, no.
So we were obviously like our rush plan. Everyone's sliding to Aiden Hutchinson, and he only lined up on my side probably 10 or 12 times, but it was like second quarter, and it got to the point where we would call like 2-jet, which is like slide left, 3-jet would be slide right.
Yep.
Aaron would call 2-jet, and our center Zach Frazier would turn around, flipper. And me and Spencer Anderson, left guard, were just like, oh, here we go, let's go.
That means you guys are solo.
One. Yeah, that means we're the man side. We got to pass off games, stuff like that. No slide, no third guy coming our way, and
no help, nothing.
No help. Like Aiden's getting the chip, he's getting the slide. Like, and we would do some double chips, but there was one, I forget his first name, but it was Muhammad. It was number 96. He had a really good year.
He's nice too.
Yeah, it's like year 8, year 9. He had like I think 12 sacks this year, something crazy. And he bowled me into next week, bro. Like my hands just missed, and he got right into my chest, pulls me. Aaron like bumps off me as Aiden Hutchinson is making an inside move, and Aiden gets his second sack of the game. Like I was like, and I didn't get credited for the sack because it wasn't my guy, but like it was all my fault. Like he bowled me, and I like fell on my back, like feet were in the air. It was bad. It looked so bad.
Oh no, not the feet in the air.
Feet in the air. Like it was bad. I was just, and the craziest part is I get to the sideline and all the O-line coaches will say, "Be grounded, bro." Like that's all. Like they don't tweak on the sidelines. Like they're just be grounded, bro. Like he gets paid too. So like you're gonna get got. But yeah, it never happened again. But that was tough look. Like we're watching it in film, and I'm just doing this. And I'm like, like I saw the play coming. I'm just like, no. Here we go.
We all know that feeling. We all know that.
We all know that feeling.
Play on film coming up. You know that play's coming up. You're like, body gets hot. You start sweating.
Yeah, I was good until then too. So I was like, we're going out there second quarter. I'm settled in, like confident. And boom! I'm like, I'm like trying to fight it. Next thing you know, like I hit Aaron and I trip, and yeah, it was bad.
Dylan, oh my god,
he was a good player. They had a really good D line.
That's like what Will Campbell said when he was still at LSU. He's like, as a D lineman, you get 1 sack a game, you'll be an All-American, you'll be a first-round draft pick. At lineman, you give up 1 sack a game, you'll be working at Amazon. Like,
Yeah,
two
That's
different
crazy.
worlds, bro.
that literally was the Houston game, the Houston playoff game. Like I'm not gonna say I was locked down, but I was playing really well. And then
Yeah.
3rd and 12 happened, bro, and just the one strip sack happened, and next thing you know, my DMs are flooded with retire, never want to see you again, blah blah blah. And I'm like, bro, like if you look at every other play, I had 2 bad snaps in that game. I'm like, the other, what would we have, 58 snaps? The other 56 were like decent, good plays.
So
You have that one
we're
play.
laughing about it. We're laughing about it, but how did you deal with that? Like, what was it like? You know, finally being in the spotlight now. So with the spotlight comes obviously the vitriol, not right or wrong. That's what people in this world do. What did that make you feel like?
Honestly, kind of, I didn't hate it, loved it. Season was over, so I was, sitting on the couch, Coors Light in my hand, and just kind of scrolling through it. It was entertaining to read. Some of them are.
Did you clap back at anybody?
Nah, there was one that I wanted to, and it was so lame. He's like, I see why your last name Cook. You were getting cooked all game, and I wanted to be like, damn, bro, you really were in your bag.
Bro,
I'm gonna let it slide, bro.
Bro, gotta go KD on these guys. You gotta go KD on these guys, bro.
They don't care, bro. There was one person who like wished me happy birthday, and then after the game, they're like, never mind. Like it was funny. Like some of it was funny. There's obviously some crazy ones, but for the most part, some of them were like funny. Like you could tell these people are just so mad. And, like it's just like, sorry, man. Come out.
And it's crazy. And people, like, we talk about this, people really don't know ball. Like, there's so many people that are fans that just really don't know ball, and they don't even understand it. O-line is the most thankless position on the field, right? Yeah. Probably second is, like, a kicker, right? But they also get some praise sometimes. But it's crazy. They just say whatever, man. And kudos to you for not clapping back, because I'm a has-been. I'm clapping back at everybody. I'm clapping back at everybody that says anything, dog, because I don't care.
I would have hit him with that Kentucky quarterback. You saw that video where he's like doing the, let me see a stat, Connor. Let me see a stat, Connor. And he's like going through I would have hit him with that. Fuck that, man.
No. Yeah, there were some crazy ones. Like it was funny because the next day, like I said, it's screeching halt. So we all got there. Yeah, right. The whole line, we all got there. Team meeting was at 2. We all got there probably 11. And we just went into the line room, just kind of kumbaya, just kicked it with each other, and we all were like reading off the craziest ones we got, and it was funny. Like it was a cool moment for all of us to kind of have to go through that together.
Well, I'm glad you guys can joke about it, because that stuff is, I mean, people really should not take it as seriously as they do. And the fact that you have it in yourself that this game made me feel a type of way that I'm going to go in this guy's comments. Like he doesn't have a family. Like he doesn't, like that's not his job. Like I care more than he does. Like I care about the loss more than the player on the field who puts in hours every day in the game.
Exactly. Hello? We talked about that last time about like the fans thinking we don't care, and like it's crazy how they could even have that perception. Because I don't know if you guys saw like some of the Ravens kicker who missed the field goal against us. Like people were going after his wife. Oh man! Like they're in his wife's comments. Dog. Like, oh my goodness, I'd lose it there. But if they're just coming at me, that's cool. I'll take it.
Yeah. And it's kind of it's a double-edged sword, right? Because you have this great opportunity to play the game and make good money for yourself. But then like the flip side of that is like your life is totally exposed, and all of your, imagine us going to, I don't even know the guy's name that sent the corny thing, but imagine us going to his job and booing him when he did a bad job. Right? Yeah, like you suck, bro. You put this in wrong, or you didn't serve the nuggets hot enough, right? Yeah, he probably works at McDonald's.
Yeah. They should fire you. They should take your paycheck away. Huh?
So it's just crazy. It's just crazy that they have that approach. But I think people that played ball kind of have a certain level of respect for the game, that they're just like, bro. And you guys it's a Houston. Like if a guy knew ball, he knew Houston's defense was ridiculously good.
Fire. Crazy defense. I will preface too, like I would say before that, I never really looked into the request section of my DMs, but I mean the fact the season was over, I mean I'm sitting there having a beer, like just kind of doing whatever. Got a little bored. I was like, all right, let's see what the people are saying. So that was like the only time I really checked it. Oh my god, they're flooded. There's probably hundreds of plus messages. That's
like after our senior year, Cook, when we played Southern Utah, and we won, but like We didn't win how we were supposed to win.
Yeah,
It was nasty.
ugly.
And I got on Egriz after the game, and they were killing us, bro. And I was
Yeah.
like, man, I'm never going on Egriz again.
Yeah.
You gotta stay off the Egriz. If anybody watches this, stay off the Egriz. It'll ruin your confidence, bro. That gets into your personal life and everything, dog. It is crazy.
Oh my god.
Have you contemplating everything you've ever known?
Everything.
Bro, I think I saw a comment that was like, man, Sammy just hasn't been the same. Like, he just hasn't been making the same plays and stuff. And I was like, man, because I had already been feeling like that about myself. And then to see somebody say it about I'm like, oh.
To read it, that'd be tough.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Well, dang, man. Well, hey, I wanted to ask this. A lot of guys don't even make it past year one, much less get to start in the NFL. What kept you believing during the years when the opportunities weren't showing up?
Again, like I said, people would kill to be in a building, no matter the role. And Coach T always put it in perspective too. Like he'd always say, don't be patient, just work while you wait. Like, don't sit there and just, it's coming, it's coming. Let me go out there every day with a purpose. Like, I get to go against TJ, Alex Highsmith, Nick Herbig every day. So it's easy for me to just go into practice and be like, all right, I'm going to work on this thing today. Or I'm going to work on this today. Or I'm going to be a little more aggressive in my sets today. Like, really made it easy in that environment.
So
that's awesome.
You just mentioned Mike Tomlin. And obviously, you at the beginning, you mentioned that, obviously he resigned this season. What would you say? What has been Mike Tomlin's impact on your career, and what does it feel like to know that he's stepping away from the team?
It's hard to put into words. Such a great guy. Like he really cared about us more as men than football players, because he knew if we were good men, then the football would come after. Just so many quotes that just reign supreme that I've heard, and
you just said one.
Yeah, just his analogies, like, don't blink, the ingredients to the hot dog conversation he was having a couple years ago. Like, just his one-liners are elite, first off. But he knows ball. He loves ball. He tells us every day, he's like, I love this game. Is specifically after the Houston game, like the first thing he said was, I love this game. This game has never done me dirty. Wins and losses come with the game, but they aren't football. Football is more than just winning and losing, and just stuff like that. Like he really does a good job of just building confidence. I'd say too. Cool player coach. You can always go chop it up with him. Not the guy, hey, you got to call me coach. You got to call me. No, you can call him Mike T and say what's up. How the kids doing? Like have a cup of coffee with him. Like just a great guy, great man.
Man, what an enjoyable experience, dude. Like just hearing you talk about him. Like, obviously we have an outsider's perspective, but one of the greats, man. Like, just one of the great all-time coaches, but probably sounds like a better guy.
Yeah, same guy every day.
So one thing I wanted to add. Go ahead.
You're good. That's all I was gonna say. Just same dude every day. Just gets out of his car with his lunch pail in his hand and gets to work.
Ready to freaking work. One thing I wanted to ask you about, which is also something that we talked about last time we talked, was the Bears and your Bears fandom. Obviously, them boys was nice this year. So like, where is your fandom at these days? Like, obviously you're in the NFL. You're a Steeler, but the Bears. I mean, Caleb Williams, the defense, Ben Johnson. Like, where do you stand with the Bears and obviously being a Steeler now?
I think it's harder to put that on the back burner now that they're kind of getting good. Obviously, I'm Steeler through and through. Like I'm a Steeler for right now, all that. But I mean, it's good to see them balling for sure. Like been rough last couple years.
Oh man,
rough last couple decade if you really want to get down to it. So this is good to see. Good to watch them do what they're doing. I don't know that Chicago environment last week would have been incredible to be a part
Silly.
of. That would have been crazy to be at and all that. Like just true Chicago football.
Man, was there a place and this is kind of off script, but was there a place that you went that was like your favorite environment that you were like, I know you talked about the dog pound being kind of fun to play in, like take us through that because we don't have that experience. Obviously we love Wa Grizz, but you're on another level.
Ford Field, man. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, I played there.
There.
It wasn't as packed, but we played there.
That place was jumping, bro. We couldn't hear a thing. It was warm. Didn't have to worry. Like, we actually had to hydrate for the first time in a couple
Oh, yeah.
games. I swear they cranked the heat up in there too. Like, I was like cramping. It was bad. But just the fanhood, the art, the design and like architecture, like even their tunnel had like graffiti on it. And it was like all painted. And
It's so cool.
my wife was saying that like the concourse area where everyone's walking around and all that is all designed to look like the streets of Detroit and has Detroit art around it. And
Yeah.
that environment was awesome, man. And to come out with a win made it 10 times better doing this one to the fans as I'm walking out and just getting flipped off.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, they're saying, oh, spitting at us and all that. It's like, man, drive home safe. It's cold outside. Like, that place was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Also, too, because you're coming from the AFC North, so like there's no domes in the AFC North, so
Yeah.
you get to play indoors. You're like, man,
Indoors, like, oh, bet. Like, my helmet's not a rock when I'm putting it on. Like, I'm actually sweating.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. A lot of fun.
That's dope, man.
Okay, I got a good question for you. What's something fans don't understand about offensive linemen until they've played the position? Like, what's something that people really have a misconception about playing the offensive line position?
It's next to impossible to pitch a perfect game. Like, it's one thing for me, like, I'll look, like, we have iPads on the sideline, and yeah, the iPads are cool, but if something doesn't work for a D lineman, they're going to go to their next tool. So, like, if you're looking at the iPad, you're looking for alignment, you're looking for structure. After the first couple drives, maybe after the first quarter and a half, you've really seen most of what you're going to see the rest of the game. So the next move is like, oh, he's been penetrating all game. Now he's going to read and, you know, play out and swim move or something. Like, you're just waiting for that next curveball they could throw you, which makes it impossible to play a perfect game. Specifically Houston, like we did a lot of like mid zone. And on the backside, I'm just trying to reach the 3-tech. Was doing it all game, doing it perfectly fine. And then we ran G scheme, like a pin and pull type, and I'm the pinner.
Yep.
And again, he's been penetrating all game. We run this pin and pull. Bro, he swam outside and made the play. Like, made like 2-yard loss. I'm like, bro, it's a damn near the fourth quarter and you haven't read one time. You've been penetrating all game. And then this one time, it just happened to be the perfect time for you to read. And yeah, he swam me and 2-yard loss. And then the next play was the Will Anderson strip sack. So I think I was sulking on the first play too much because I was so confused. I'm like, why is he reading? Why is he reading? Like, what is he doing? Why does he? They don't read. They're not a read defense. Like, and I should have known. I saw his stance. That's when I did look back in the iPad and I saw his stance. And he was in a reader. He was in like a half read, half penetrating stance. And I was just like, damn, I should have clocked that. But again,
what did that situation teach you?
Got to move on. And I thought I could. Like, being a former quarterback, I've thrown interceptions and you got to go right back out.
Yeah.
Thought I was good in that department. But that play just pissed me off so much because they're not a reading defense. Like, they've been penetrating all game penetrating. And then the one play, it worked for them.
It's like, bro, this wasn't on the game plan. Like, I game planned you all week, and this wasn't on there.
This was not, like, you guys are not supposed to be readers. Like, I didn't care. And he was a little wide, too. There were a couple keys. He was a little wide. He was more like a 4-eye, half stance. So there were a couple keys, but we had just been pounding him on mid-zone to where I was just reaching him so easily. I think he finally got tired of it and said, I'm going to do my own thing here. And it worked.
Wow.
It was crazy.
It's crazy, like, the nuance. Yeah, and it's crazy the nuance. Like, it's so interesting to, you know, we love talking ball, but it's like so interesting to talk to someone that really is in those meetings talking ball at the highest level. And it's like, we're going to have some viewers that listen to this and they're like, what did you say? They're going to like crash, like, because they're like, you said 4-eye? Like, what are you talking about? And it's so, for someone that loves ball, like, it just is so fun to hear how detailed and intentional you are about like your film watching and reviewing and saying like, oh man, like he was in this stance. People don't think about stuff like that, man.
The worst part about it,
you mentioned like playing.
Sorry, you go.
No, go ahead.
The worst part about it was we broke the huddle and we had the play to the left and the center, like right before Aaron's cadence is going. He's like, wait, is it 38 or 39? Turbo said I. And so I was good. I kind of saw him wide. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna change my feet a little bit. And I'm like, 39. Turbo said, oh shit. And then
damn.
So it was kind of everything that could go wrong did go wrong type situation. Like it was just frustrating. That was the worst part about it. Was I just had to be better. And there's nothing worse than having to just look at yourself and be like, what are you doing? Like, why'd you check out for 2 seconds to answer a question and then the ball snapped and now
man,
3rd and 13.
But that also shows how it is in the league, bro. Like 1 or 2 seconds of lapse is all the difference. Is the difference in the league, bro. Like that is the difference.
Like we literally hit, those smelling salts, ammonia salts, the pop ones. Yep. Before every drive, we're hitting those. Like, because you just have it's easy to sit on.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, like it's easy to sit on the bench let the other team go on a little 7-minute drive. Like you check out. It's human nature. You're gonna check out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we have everyone who's not suited up just has their pockets full of those. And as the offense is walking down, everyone's hands out. Just grab one if you need it. And I'm just sitting there, just trying to get back into the mode.
There was a video earlier in the season of Aaron Rodgers hitting a smelling salt before a snap, wasn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, like any chance we need them. Anytime timeouts, sometimes people will run them out. Because those 2.5 minutes, like you're just sitting there, standing there doing nothing. So kind of looking at you're looking in the crowd, like you're like, damn, this is a nice stadium. Oh, wait, 3rd down. Let me get one.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah. It shows how maniacal you have to be. Like you really have to be maniacal to be at the top of this game, right? Yeah. And you gotta. It makes me excited, right? Because I love it. Just the thought. I started to smell a smelling salt when you started talking about it. I'm like, yes, yes.
You never forget that smell.
You'll never forget it, man. So, man, taking us back, obviously, we'll talk about you being from Butte, America, but going back to college, what prompted you to make the change from Northern to UM? And then there has to be a scary change to contemplate, like changing positions. Did you know you were going to be changing positions? Kind of what went on into all of that?
Yeah, I left Northern, and I still to this day don't really know how Coach Green got wind that I was leaving Northern, but he hit me up on Twitter, said we have a walk-on spot at O-line if you want it. I was like, I'm there. And
I think Coach Sowers has some connections with Houck's staff, maybe.
See, he wasn't even up there at the time. It was a whole different. Yeah, they've cleaned house 2 or 3 times since I've been there. But
dang, never mind then.
Yeah, I don't know how he caught wind of that, but hit me up on Twitter, and I never really thought about it because I was still 6'6", 250, 255 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I looked up the Grizz roster, and I think the heaviest at the time was Angel at 310 maybe, 305, 310. So I was like, all right, I'm not too far off.
Yeah.
That's dope. Was Sam Mix up there when you were there?
Yeah, he was. Yes, he was.
Sammy Mix.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Man, that's crazy. That's my guy.
Jacksonville State or something like that.
Jacksonville State. Yeah, he did go to Jacksonville State.
Good for him.
Got himself a national championship and then got up out of there.
Let me ask you about that, Cook. Obviously, you're a Grizz, played your career in Montana. Obviously, you grew up in between both schools, in between Montana State and Montana, ended up going to Montana. What did it feel like watching the Bobcats win that national championship? Take us through it.
Boo. Bad ball, man. How are you not going for it on 4th and 1? And then what were they on? The 25-yard line? And then, come on, a bad snap, dude. That's the biggest play of your life. Like, come on, get a smelling salt. Fucking lock in, bro.
Get a freaking smelling salt, dog.
Get a smelling salt in that kid's hand. Like, I was so frustrated watching that. And like, it shows, I'd say where I'm at now, like, that is not accepted, not tolerated in the NFL. You get to training camp, you have maybe
you're saying like losing a game snaps. Like that?
Like, yeah, just stuff like that. Ball security, 2 fumbles, you're out the league. I promise you. Like 2 bad snaps as a long snapper, you're gone. Like they don't tolerate that. But I get it. Like in college, you have no choice. But it's fundamental, bro. Yeah. It's basic. I am.
That's your job too, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a big kicker specialist fan. So, but you have one job. Like I hate to put it that way, but like we've done our job. We drove the ball all the way down the field, got damn near to the red zone, 4th and 1. First off, we're going for it. Like as an O-line, we're not standing for this. Like we're going for this. We're either winning this game here, or we're taking it to overtime, making them drive 80 yards. But
it was tied too. That's the thing. Like you're not gonna lose by not getting the first down.
Yeah, like I don't know how many timeouts the Cats had, maybe 2 at the time, something like that. Like defense, stand up. That's what you're supposed to do. But like as a player, I'm pissed if I'm walking. And the quarterback was heated that they had to come off the field to kick that field.
He was sick.
Pissed. Like that would have been me. I would have been pissed. Tush push. It's freaking jet sweep something. It's 1 yard, bro. It's 1 yard. Get it, or we're going to overtime. And they try to kick the field goal. Bad snap, bobbled snap, whatever the case was. It's tough. Hated to see it. I'll say that. I hated to see it.
Do you have any Illinois State connections at all?
Not outside of like the Demings and Coach Nicholson. That's about it.
Nicholson. Yeah.
That's about it.
That's right. Yeah. Who's the Niekamp wasn't there.
But Niekamp wasn't there when Cook got to Montana.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So did you that's something I don't want to criticize him too much. I don't want to be too much on Niekamp. How did you feel about the zero coverage? Fourth and 11 or 4th and 10?
Hated it.
What are we doing?
I was watching. What are we doing? I was like, bro, what are we doing? Bogus. This better be bogus. This better be bogus. And it wasn't.
They better
bogus.
be backing out.
Like, wow. Wow. Like, and I mean, the throw would have quote unquote technically beat it anyway because it's just a corner out. But
yeah,
picket fence, dude. Like, I'm rushing 3, spine 1. Easier said than done. I'm sitting here in a gamer chair, with slides on. I wasn't boots on the ground, but
yeah, right.
In the moment, I was like, this better be a bogus pressure. Like he better fall out of this. Didn't fall out of it.
Did not say that to him
either.
The crazy, you did say that. And the craziest part is I was in the stadium saying like zero is not a good idea. I was in the press box like, oh man, this is not good. But then I watched the game back on TV. Brock Osweiler saying the same thing.
Literally was saying the same thing. Pressure,
I would drop out and drop 8. Yes. Like he was saying the exact thing.
Yes. Bro. That's what I was hearing.
Yeah, that was a desperate
about it. I was like, bro, what are we doing?
That was a desperate call. Yeah. That was a desperate call in a situation where you didn't need to be desperate.
You did not need to live and die by the pressure that you're good.
I get the thinking. I 100% get the thinking. Like, we're going to bring pressure. We're going to get the ball out of his hands. Like, I get it. But also, like, I don't.
It didn't work.
But I'm an offensive player, so I'm scary.
He had the ball for 3.5 seconds, and they still didn't get home, bro. Like, no, terrible.
Yeah,
terrible. But there's been
safe
times
to say you were disappointed to see them win.
Super. I turned it off immediately. Didn't even stay for the ref to do this. Like, didn't even stick around. Saw him sitting there like this and I'm out. I'm checked out.
You're game's like, are you kidding me? No.
I was like, game's over. Good. That was a good ball. Good ball, quarterback. Game's over. TV off.
I was sick. Oh my gosh. I was like, what?
Yeah.
For it to end like that? Oh man. So man, you're from Butte, America. One of my, favorite places in Montana, I would say. It's got a lot of heritage to it. Like, talk to me, how much pride do you take in being a kid from Butte, America? Obviously, there's Colt is from Butte, America, I believe.
Yes,
but then being in the league, man, like it's kind of a badge of honor that you probably carry. And is there anybody that's ever said like, "Oh, I've been to Butte, America," or are they like, "Where's Butte?"
Yeah, I get the "Where's Butte" more. People are familiar with Bozeman, Big Sky, that area. That's pretty much it. But being from Butte's awesome, man. Like it was such an honor, like playing high school ball here. Like our stadium was, I'm not gonna say packed, but people came out to watch, Butte High Bulldogs play football.
Oh yeah,
basketball and soccer. Like the support is through the roof, and it's kind of cool being in Pittsburgh now because Pittsburgh's just a big Butte. It's just a old mining town, union town.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bigger version of Butte. Blue collar people, super nice people. Very similar to Butte. Yeah, I love Butte. I love coming home because, like, there's people that describe the fact that they'll never go home again in the NFL. And it's because they're from Mississippi. They're from Texas. They're from Baltimore.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're good. Like, we got out. And me and my wife are sitting here like, we love going home. Like, couldn't wait to get back to Butte and just relax and
Yeah.
just see our people, and love coming back here.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
what I wanted to ask you was, what does your contract situation look like? Like, were you on a 1 year, or like, how are things going forward into the new season with, new head coach? Obviously you had a good finish to the season. What does that look like for you going into 2026?
So they signed me to a 2-year when I had 13 snaps to my name. They signed me through the duration of this year and then next year. But
they believed in you.
that was before it was for vet men, and that was before, because I'm vested
Yesterday's
now.
price is not today's price.
Yeah, that was before I had started 5 games. So, I mean, I'm not mad about it either way. It's nice to be thought of in that way. So we'll let the agents do what we pay the agents to do and see where it goes. But happy to be back either way.
That is a really, really good problem to have, Cook.
Yeah.
Especially considering, what your journey in the NFL has looked like, bro. Like, that just makes me happy, man. Like, obviously, you're playing on it. But the fact that you have a contract is really, really good. But the fact that you've outplayed the contract is also really, really good, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a good problem to be in, bro.
It was funny. Our assistant line coach is like, they got you. They trapped you. Like, they got what they wanted. It was freaking low risk, low reward for them. Like, if you come out, you play bad, they don't have any money obligated to you. If you come out, you play good, they got you for cheap. And I was like, come on.
Exactly.
I was like, I know, you didn't have to say that though. And he's like, no, it's okay. Right. They got you. They trapped you. I was like, it is what it is, man. But again, I'll take it either way, especially with what vet men is nowadays. I'm cool with that. Like, I'll take it, bro.
That's dope. Does that add any, obviously then you had a successful tail end of the season. Does that add any fuel to your off season? Obviously it's off season now. You're probably going to start your grind. Does it add anything where you're like, you know what? Like, let me really go get the bag. Like, now I know I'm capable of it because I've been in the fire. Let me see what I can get out of this, right? I'm established now. Like you said, you're vested. That's congratulations on that. That's a huge deal.
I know that's huge, bro.
Huge deal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because after this next season, I'll be unrestricted. So this is a money. Yeah, this is a money making year for sure.
Nice.
So what is your focus on then? What are you focusing on training wise? Like, after watching the film, I know you said you've been relaxing, but after seeing, some of the film from the 2025 season, where is your focus on improving for 2026, and where are you really putting that time at?
More strength after contact. Yeah. In the pass pro, I tend to open my outside leg and give a short edge from time to time. But that just comes with kind of my feet being under me, and then just being grounded on contact. Maybe harder punch. Right. Obviously, the weight room is going to take care of itself. You can never be too strong or flexible and all that. But technique-wise, definitely that. I got to stop opening the gates, as we say.
So do you have a trainer that you train with in Montana? Are you going back to Minnesota, I think it was, where you did your pre-draft training?
Yeah.
Or do you train with the team in Pittsburgh?
Just Minnesota.
Okay.
It kind of sucks this year because new head coach, so we'll start OTAs, I think 2 or 3 weeks earlier. Dang. So we'll have 2 mini camps. So I probably won't go to Minnesota this year just because of that. I'll be back in Pittsburgh in 2 months. So
take all the time you can at home, huh?
Yeah, usually I'm out in Minnesota for 6 weeks. So I mean, if I'm only off for 8-9 weeks, I might as well enjoy it. But we'll have plenty of time in Pittsburgh to be back with the guys. I think we got to go back April 6th. It sucks that we're already having those conversations, but
right.
I think April 6th will be our report date, and 2 mini camps, 3 weeks OTAs, and plenty of time to get better.
That's nice.
Heck yeah,
so you came out here. You came out here over the summer. I'm sorry, Keenan. Were you gonna say something?
No.
Okay. So you came out to Alberton over the summer. Me and my wife live out here now. You got married. Talk about that a little bit, man. What was that like? What was that? Obviously it was a long time coming. You and your wife now have been together for a long time. What was that experience like, bro?
First off, congrats to you and the wife. Good to see you,
bro.
Love to see
1 week after. 1 week after.
Yeah. It's cool. So not a lot has really changed for us. We've been living together since 2021. So
Yeah.
the biggest difference is just calling each other husband and wife in
Isn't that crazy,
conversation.
bro?
Like it's so weird. Like it'll like girlfriend will just come out, or lady will just come out, or my woman or just come out. I get to say wife now. Like that part's awesome.
Yeah.
We've had actually had a joint bank account since my rookie year, so the finances has been the same. Not a lot of change
Oh,
there.
you're a good
Um,
man.
yeah, really, just really nothing changed except our last name, her last name, and what we call each other. But it's been
Yeah.
fun. We haven't really taken a honeymoon. We did do a week in West Yellowstone right after the wedding. That was fun. Never
Man, you
been to
gotta go out the
Yellowstone
country
myself.
somewhere,
I
bro.
know, bro. Ball first, man. Keep the main
Yeah,
thing the
right,
main
right,
thing.
right, 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 right,
We'll
right,
do
right.
that later.
Me and my wife
She's
went to Cancun, bro. It was amazing, dog. You gotta
yeah,
go. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, and all inclusive. You gotta get to one of
Mm.
those, bro.
See that was also the thing is if we did go somewhere, I couldn't really drink like that because we were
Yeah.
3 weeks out from training camp, so I couldn't
Yeah,
even
right.
really eat or drink like that. So we'll get somewhere. It'll probably be around this time of year sometime, but we'll get somewhere warm and with a beach.
Hey, you
Absolutely.
guys got that little break in July. That might be a time in July.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
locking.
There's whispers of
Not
an
July,
O-line
June,
trip going on.
June, right
Yeah.
before in June.
There's whispers of a couples trip between some of my O-line buddies going on, but we'll see.
Dang.
Cross that bridge when we
Nice.
get there.
Dylan, did your and I think I ran into this person. Did your wife have a little brother?
Yes.
I think
Seth.
I was partying with him in Frisco for the
Yeah.
Natty. I have this picture of him. I don't know if you guys can see it. Is this one him?
Yes.
Which one?
This is him on my right.
Wearing like the tan,
left,
what is
whatever.
it, tan long sleeve or tan sweater,
Yes.
gray, whatever color. it is.
Buddy. Yeah, so thank you for your
Yeah.
contribution to our Montana versus everyone sign that we had in the club. But I tell you what, yeah, we definitely had a good time. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
But man, I was partying in Frisco with him. You know, we were just chopping it up. Really good guys. I had to give him a shout out while I had you
Yeah.
on.
That's all. Yeah, he's running
Okay.
around somewhere out there, but
Okay, I
That's
got
awesome.
one more for you. If you got anything else, Keenan, you can go ahead. But here's my last one. If you could go back and talk to rookie year Dylan Cook, what would you tell him?
it'll come. Just keep going. Keep your head down. Don't be too loud. Just keep your head down. Keep working. Control what you can. I hate to say that. It's cliche, but control what you can.
Yeah.
Everything else will fall into place. Just sort of like it did in a sense.
Nice.
I've had that
Okay.
mindset forever too. Ever since Haver, like just screw it. Like
Haver.
just control what I can. Like coaches are gonna come and go. This quarterback play is gonna come and go. Just control what I can. Rest will take care of itself.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
My question is, you know, obviously we have a big Grizz audience. We got some other people that watch as well, but like, can you take us through your favorite or most memorable experience as a Grizz?
Yes, and it's not even. I wasn't even a part of it. That 2021 Grizzcat game, Justin Ford's field goal that he housed for the touchdown.
Wait, you didn't play in that game?
No, it wasn't like me who had the moment. Like I was just on the sideline.
Okay, yeah.
Like defense was out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, that might have been the loudest I've ever heard. While Grizz in
Oh,
our
man.
tenure, that was insane.
That was
Yeah,
special.
that was.
You know what that is,
awesome.
Sam?
What?
That's another six showing up. I'm just saying.
Technically, he was 21. He was 21 that season. All I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say.
I obviously need to
Yeah.
tighten up.
Well,
That
we
was
want to thank you
awesome.
for coming on, bro. We appreciate you so much, dog. Like, I just got so much joy watching you play, bro. Like me and you know Blake Hempstead. We were obviously
Yep.
watching you play when we were in Nashville for the national championship, and I looked over at Blake and I was like, bro, like I'm not even watching the game. Like I'm just watching Cook every play. Like I'm
Yeah.
not even watching the ball. Like I'm just looking at him. Like him and his matchup is what I'm watching every play. And bro, I just got so much joy watching you go, man. Like, I'm so excited just knowing your story and knowing what you've been through. And obviously we don't have to get into all of it, but just I know, bro. I understand. And I just get so much joy watching you live out your dream, bro. So keep going. You always got a brother in me, bro, and I love watching you thrive, dog.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that so much. Likewise, I'm always here. You ever need anything, man, reach out. Same to you, Keenan.
Love that, man. Appreciate it, big dog.
Yeah,
Appreciate
he wasn't on our team, though.
All right, dog. Dog. I was around. I'm a fan.
He was around.
I'm a fan.
I was up in the stands watching. I had to sit
I was a fan.
before all this NIL transfer whenever you want type stuff. I had to sit out a whole year.
Let me ask you about that.
Bro, the NIL, bro. Oh.
Let me ask you about this, Cook. Like, what do you think about NIL? Obviously, you're in the NFL, and we were seniors the first year of NIL. What does all this money make you think about right now, bro?
I think it's glad that the schools are fighting back. And I hate to say that.
Yeah.
I hate to say that so much, but like,
because it makes you sound anti-player.
That's what I'm saying. But like the Duke situation, the Duke quarterback, the Washington quarterback, like the school has to be able to stand up and say, whoa. You can't just leave that quick. Like, I hate to say that. It hurts me to say that, but
also too, from your standpoint, you're probably thinking of it from a standpoint of like, yo, you're leaving, making $4 million, bro. I'm in the NFL. I'm not even making that. Like,
I'm not even making that much. Like at first, I was like, cool, like make as much as you need to, but some of these guys are gonna be playing in the NFL. Let's not kid ourselves here.
Yes.
So this is just the beginning of their money. But yeah, that's all I'll say about it. I'm glad the schools are finding their legs and being able to stand up for themselves. Because these kids need a degree too at the end of the day. Like I know we're not there to play school, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But some of them are. And some of them need to take that seriously. Some of them need to have long-term vision and take that seriously.
Hey, bro, you see Mendoza. Mendoza was already thinking ahead. He's like, hey, we might win a Natty. I might win a Heisman. But if we don't, my LinkedIn is going to be locked the hell in.
LinkedIn is ready, and the boxes are checked there. Like, he was good to go either way.
Yes.
And there's not a lot of players who are in that boat.
Yeah, and it also helps you, like, post whatever, football, right? Like, you can't play this, and you know better than anybody, Aaron Rodgers is an anomaly. You can't play this game forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, it comes to an end, and you have so much more life after football than life in football. Yeah. And if you're not prepared to use what you made, your nest egg, appropriately, like you're gonna end up broke, right? Yeah. Because you didn't build good habits, spending habits, budgeting habits. So it's a blessing and a curse for these kids because like you get a lot of money. Some of them are driving around Uruses or Porsches or things like that, and it's like, bro, what? Like, straight to the jewelry, getting big chains.
Like, what?
Yeah, like a custom-made piece, and it's like, dude.
I loved what Coach Alk said about it on whatever conference he was at a couple weeks ago.
Like, walk-ons whose names he doesn't even know.
Don't even know, and they got agents. That's my biggest beef is with these agents, because who are these people?
Yep.
Like, who are these guys?
NFLPA like agents, what can they charge maximum? 5%?
Yeah, and if it's no one worth anything is signing a 5% deal. No one who's smart enough, I would say.
The average.
Yeah, 3% standard. Sometimes you can wiggle it down to 1 if you're that guy, but anything over 3 in the NFL is not getting signed. They're going to move on. The player's going to find someone else. And these kids are getting.
And then these guys in college, their agents are charging 15, 20.
I was just going to say, I'm seeing 15, 20, 25%. Like, of what, bro? Like, because the thing they don't get to is like, yeah, it's a lump sum now. Like they're getting a lump sum now, but come April, that W-2 is going to be due. Those taxes are going to be due.
Uncle Sam will be at your door.
He's going to get his. And a lot of these
put it here. He's going to say put it here.
Come April, they don't have it. They don't have it anymore, and it's already spent, and they don't realize that, and it's because these agents are taking their percentage and saying, all right, good luck.
He will not accept Balenciaga shirts or McQueen shoes or jewelry.
With this the NIL settlement, the house settlement or whatever, there's people that are signing away their rights to that money for upfront money.
I just saw that on Instagram yesterday, Cook. I was like, what?
I've had a couple teammates now who have talked about it. I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, so an agent comes out of nowhere and says, hey, I'll give you 90% of that right now if you give me all of that money when it hits. And kids don't know any better, bro. They don't know it. They're just like, oh, I'm seeing 100K, however many, 600K right now. Yes, give it to me.
Yeah.
But come April, that money's due. Uncle Sam's coming for his, bro. And they don't realize
You do not
that.
play.
It is a predator world.
So with the NIL and stuff, obviously our senior year was kind of like the time when it first got kicked off. Did you have an opportunity to transfer? Did you have any agents come after you telling you to jump in the portal? What was that like for you in 2021?
Crickets. NIL wise. I had like representation hit me up about like the league, but NIL wise, nothing.
Nobody was trying to get you in the. I guess it wasn't as big with NIL, and like linemen weren't at much of a premium as they are now. Because I know, you know, if NIL was what it was now, yours going into your senior year, you would have been highly coveted as a tackle in college.
I like to think so, but yeah, nothing at the time. I remember, I think it was AJ Forbes maybe reached out to like Notorious PIG and was like, hey, like, get us a free meal like once a week, something like that. And they're like, we cannot feed you guys. Like, there's no chance. I think it was them, but they're like, no chance. Like, we cannot feed, because they make what they make, and that's what they have. Like, they sell it, then they're done. Like,
that's why they sell out. Yep.
That's where that was our NIL outreach. We were trying to just get free meals, and now you got guys getting cars and chains and jets. There's people signing with freaking private jets, private planes,
jet companies.
Crazy.
It's like, bro, where are you flying to that you need a private jet? Like, where are you even flying that often?
Literally, it's crazy world, man. I'm glad I'm out of it. I'm not gonna lie.
They're spoiled.
Yeah.
So one thing, I'm sorry, I keep thinking of questions. You did get your degree in public administration, if I'm not mistaken, your master's in MPA, right?
Yeah.
Do you plan on potentially getting into like athletic administration, like trying to be an athletic director or anything like that once your playing career is done?
No, I can't deal with parents. Especially with the Butte ref who had the whole ordeal in the Anaconda tournament a couple weeks ago. I can't deal with parents.
That's
happened? As far as I go. Some parent came out of the stands and like tried to fight him. Was like spitting on him and slapping him. Yeah, the whole thing. It's all in the news. The whole thing.
Oh, I gotta ask Blake. I'm sure Blake knows about that.
Blake would know the whole scoop because it was in Anaconda.
Wow.
But that's what I used to say is I couldn't coach because for one, I can't bring my thought process of football back down to where a high schooler could understand it. That would be tough.
We were just talking about this before you joined in, bro.
That would be tough for me to do, bro. And I was like, all right, well, I could ref because I don't have to deal with parents. They either leave or this game's not finishing. But then that happens. He just got like they're not letting him ref, they're not letting him coach, and he was the victim. So that's even gonna be tough going forward. So who knows? We'll see where this football goes first, and then
keep the main thing, like you said.
Dang.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, brother. It's been awesome. This is Deep Ball Podcast with Keenan Curran and myself, Samuel Akim. This is Dylan Cook, left tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're looking for him to have a big 2026. So appreciate you coming on, dog.
Absolutely,
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.